Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Candice DeVay. Thanks for joining us. This is the Fight Network preview of Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather Jr. That fight's going to be happening this Saturday in Las Vegas. Coming up, we're going to get fight predictions from Chris Johnson as well as Steve Molitor, who will join me and will break down this fight. Now, it's being called Who Are You Picking? And before we make our picks, let's take a closer look at this bout.
Dedication, hard work, perseverance, and drive are four key elements that will steer a fighter onto a trajectory of greatness. These attributes have long followed the careers of two of the greatest welterweights in the sport of boxing. Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. and Sugar Shane Mosley. Following a unanimous decision loss to Miguel Cotto in November of 2007, many felt that Shane Mosley had already reached the apex of his career and was on a steady decline.
Even in this short distance, he's been hit with a lot of sword punches to the head.
For the past 2.5 years, Mosley has been intent on proving his critics wrong and maintaining his stature as a legitimate contender.
Big right hand by Mosley.
Mosley accomplished his goal after defeating Ricardo Mayorga and then prying the WBA welterweight championship out of the once loaded gloves of Antonio Margarito.
Margarito is getting hit flush with every right hand. There's another one. There's a big left hook. Why not stop it now?
Shane Mosley will lace up his gloves for the 52nd time in his career, not only aiming for victory, but also to prove that he is the best and to solidify a legacy. However, the man who will be staring down at him from the other side of the ring fights for an entirely different reason. As the world continues to recover from an economic crisis, Money Mayweather's stock has continued to rise. With a perfect record of 40-0, Floyd Mayweather's confidence skyrockets and his skills remain impeccable.
I'm the type of fighter, I beat top fighters that's in my era today. That's what I've done. And everybody know out there, I don't have to cry, I don't have to complain, I don't say nothing. You put him in front of me and I'll beat him.
I like that Mayweather is standing right in with De La Hoya here. This is toe-to-toe.
On Saturday night, Mayweather won't be coasting, nor turning in a performance for another notch on his belt. This will be the fight everyone has wanted to see out of Mayweather, against a legitimate welterweight whose threats are very real.
I bet all my money that I got in my bank account and on this fight that he won't win.
Though the path to May 1st has been paved with hard work, dedication, perseverance, and drive, only one man will reap the benefits of his labor. Whether the motivation to win comes from the desire to be the best or from a fat paycheck, the outcome of May 1st will decide if man's intrinsic motivations for excellence persevere or if fortune and infamy prevail.
I gotta go with Mosley. I'm a Mosley fan from 1989 when he came to Canada. The kid is just explosive. I shouldn't even call him a kid anymore because he's as grown as me, but he's just an explosive fighter. And I love him because he entertains the people, he entertains the fans. Mayweather, on the other hand, is more selfish. He's a more defensive fighter, and he's not there to entertain the fan. He's there for himself. My edge has to go with Shane Mosley because I think he's going to rip the body shots, and he's going to be able to throw a lot of tricks to Mayweather, where Mayweather is always showing tricks to people. I think on the May 1st that he'll be seeing some tricks of his own. They've always said that speed kills. Floyd has speed, but then again, so does Mosley. So you look at that, it's an intriguing fight. I think Mayweather has put his eggs in one basket, meaning that he's come to a point where his style is scripted. You know what he's going to do before he does it. He doesn't go out of the norm. He'll stay in there for 12 rounds. He'll do the same thing over and over again. He'll jab you, and then he'll feint, and then he'll throw a left hook, and he'll throw a lead right hand. He never throws more than 2 punches at a time. And I think this is a fight, definitely, that I think he's going to come out of his character. I think Mosley is going to pull him out of his character. I think the massive body shots that he'll be hit with when he's against the ropes is going to pull him off the ropes. He doesn't want to stand still with a fighter like Mosley who's effective to the body, and not only to the body, but is effective in the head, to the head.
And joining me now is Steve Molitor. Steve, thanks for joining us. It's not the fight, the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight we thought we were going to see, but this is a really good fight we got coming up.
I think that this is actually a better fight than the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight. Me and Sugar Shane, people think that he's the man to beat Mayweather, so I'm really excited for this fight.
Yeah, and now Floyd did have that layoff. Do you think that's going to hurt him, or is he in the prime of his career right now? He is only 33 years old.
I think if anything, it's going to help him. You know, I mean, he's been boxing since he was a little boy. You know, I mean, I think the time did him well off, and he proved in the Marquez fight that, you know, it didn't affect him whatsoever. He dominated every minute of every round in that fight, so, you know, I don't think it's going to affect him at all.
And now on the other end of the spectrum, you've got Shane Mosley. He's 38 years old. Will his age hurt him in this fight? Could this possibly be one of his last, if not his last fights?
It hasn't really hurt him to date, but you know what I mean? When you're 38 years old, age can catch up to you any given night, so you know that could be a factor this Saturday.
Now stylistically, these two could not be more opposite. We got Floyd Mayweather. He's the defensive fighter. He's a great counter puncher. He's very fast. And Shane Mosley, on the other hand, he's the offensive fighter, looking for the big punch, very powerful, strong. How do you see them matching up, and who has the advantage?
I think Pretty Boy Floyd has the advantage, you know what I mean? People look at Mosley's last fight against Margarito and they say, oh, you know, he's a killer, he's this and that. But people got to remember, Margarito was tailor-made for Sugar Shane Mosley. He came straight at him, very slow hands, bad defense. And guys he's had trouble with, guys like Winky Wright, you know, with good boxing skills and good defensemen. You know, Mosley has trouble with guys like that. So I think that you know, Mayweather's going to have a little bit easier time than Mosley will.
Now Floyd is still undefeated in his career. Is Mosley going to be the opponent that has all the right tools to beat him, or has Floyd seen a fighter like this before?
I don't think he's seen a fighter like this big, this strong, this fast, with this much great experience. But he's been in there with so many different types of fighters that, you know, I think he'll be able to adapt well on the night.
Floyd has been criticized throughout his career for dodging certain opponents or maybe avoiding the tougher fight. What do you think of the quality of opponents that he's faced throughout his career?
I think he's fought a lot of great fighters. You know, Jose Luis Castillo, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, Zab Judah, Diego Corrales, and the list goes on. You know, he's fought a lot of the best fighters in the world. I regard Floyd Mayweather as the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. So, you know, he's taken on all comers, and he's really stepped up by fighting Shane Mosley.
And now, speaking of Shane Mosley, compare that to the quality of his opponents in his career.
Same thing to him. You know, he's been willing to take on any and everybody. You know, he took on Margarito. You know, when everyone was so scared of Margarito, they thought, "Oh my God, this guy's knocked out Miguel Cotto," and he took him on with no fear whatsoever. And he's fought a lot of great fighters on his resume as well. So you know, they both have been willing to step up to the plate, and this will be the biggest fight of both their careers.
Now let's get to the fight. How do you see this fight going, and who are you picking? As the fight is called, who are you picking?
I'm definitely going with Mayweather. You know, he's a younger, faster, stronger, and I believe the better boxer overall. I think the fight will be competitive early, but once Floyd starts getting comfortable and starts getting his rhythm, I think that, you know, it'll be similar to the Zab Judah Floyd Mayweather fight. You know, we'll be competitive for the first little bit. Shane's strength will be in play, but you know, as Mayweather gets comfortable, you know, he'll just take over and it'll be a unanimous decision for Floyd Mayweather.
And now I'm going to put my money on Money Mayweather as well. I say he is going to decision Sugar Shane. And that's it for us. Thanks to Steve Molitor. I'm Candice DeVay. Thanks for watching and enjoy the fight.